Come shopping with me at Hermes, Mumbai, India, where I got offered a bag and learned the bag process in India. There are 2 Hermeses in Mumbai. This is the one at the Mumbai Fort. It's in this little roundabout in South Mumbai, Kalagota, called Horniman Circle. This is part of my Hermes shopping series where I shop at Hermeses in different countries and try to get a bag and see how the process works. Quote a bag process works. Do a little tour of the store for you guys. This one's been around for 14 years. This is the older one. The new one just opened last year in the Nita Ambani Center in Geo Mall, which we will do next. This is the front of the store with the displays that are currently there. I already did one on Delhi, which is the 3rd store in India. There's only 3 Hermeses in all of India, 2 in Mumbai and 1 in Delhi, and I did a Delhi one, so go check that out if you want to. So just like Delhi, the process here to get a bag is you have to make a wish list, you have to have a profile, you have to have a purchase history in India at any of the 3 stores, but they do prefer that you stick to one store and build your history at one store. This store is smaller than the other one, but it's older, like I said. It's got a lot more unique pieces, like Mumbai specific, Mumbai only limited edition pieces, whereas the Geo store has a lot more of the generic stuff and a lot more supply. Okay, Mumbai in general, India in general does not have a lot of supply, first of all. Just that new horseshoe bag, which is kind of cute. This is the bag section. They had, like Delhi, they had no Birkins or Kellys on displays. Geo did. I think this is just to deter people from trying to ask for those bags because they're so hard to get and because I don't think they get that much supply in India. But they have pretty much every other bag. They had some Constances, they had some Garden Parties, Picotins, Evelyn's, Gypsiers, everything else on display. Again, they said nothing was available. I don't think so. I think some of these display things are available, like in Delhi, where some of the things were available from display. I think you just have to have the right person and build a relationship and kind of get offered it. There's a long wait list, like they said in the other stores. Just look at these cute little chess set. So you do have to make the wish list and then kind of wait. But I had already started building a relationship with the store. Last year, I met the manager. I had a whole conversation, started my profile, all of that. So we came in, he set me up with an essay, and we were going to talk to them and see what we could do. Okay, so that was the bag section. Then you come into the clothing section over here in the back. There's women's clothing, men's clothing. They don't have a lot of supply of these either, but usually the clothing is where they have the most supply. And they were low on everything. We asked for a bunch of things, which I'll go through. We asked to buy a bunch of things, and none of the things were available. The price difference, it is more expensive than the US, although probably after the tariffs now, maybe it won't be. We'll see. But it's about 10 to 20% more than the US pricing, and whatever that is over France pricing. We were waiting for the essay, so we just walked around. I came with my cousin and uncle, so we just kind of did a layout of the store. This is the belt section, women and men's belts. There's a store, who knows where. More clothing. There's bags also littered everywhere throughout the store. There's a Kelly Depeche up there. There's a Garden Party in the back. A suitcase over here, the cargo suitcase. I'm sure that was available. I would love that actually, but I didn't ask for it. There's some her bags. And then the jewelry is in the front section on the right and left. So there's costume jewelry on the left, a high-end jewelry on the right, and on the left here there's the perfumes, and that's back to the front. Okay? It's pretty much laid out of the store. So once the essay came, we wanted to get a few things. My cousin wanted to get a gift. Uncle wanted to get a gift. And I was just like, let me buy 1 or 2 things and see. The process is the same. You have to build a purchase history to buy something. To be offered a bag, you have to have a purchase history, a strong purchase history. Not necessarily one-to-one. From my understanding, you just buy a few things and they will give you a bag. But like exceptional things, not like 2 Twillies and a, ring or click-clack bracelet. Even though it's exactly what we looked at. We looked at the Twillies, we looked at the click-clacks. Granted, these were gifts. We looked at a few other bracelets. None of them they liked. They didn't have that many supply. It was only what was out on display. Not even different sizes of the stuff out on display. It was just what was available was out on display. Looked at the scarves, looked at the Twillies. Went through like a dozen Twillies. I didn't film that, but there weren't any that we both liked. This is the high-end jewelry in the high watches section. See that scarf over there? I'll show it to you in a sec. But there's a scarf there that is like custom one-of-one. That's what I was talking about. There's these Mumbai-specific things that are like embroidered, like Indian embroidered, or there's also this H buckle. I think that's India specific too. They didn't have that many buckles. We went to look at the belts too. They had like not that many options. This is what I'm talking about, that little scarf. I'll come back to it. We tried on a few more costume jewelry pieces. But yeah, see, so it's like embroidered with Indian embroidery. They had another poncho that was like that. They had a scarf. Like they had some really nice stuff. They're nice and they're nice work, and I'm sure it's very well made. But these are things you can get at any store in India, not just Hermes. And there are brands and designers, like high-end designers or medium-end design, like any kind of range of designers that make these probably much better and are known for making those kind of things. So it wasn't like something we wanted to get. Then I started asking about the bags. Obviously, that's why you guys are here. I want to hear about. And basically, they were like, I asked her if she had anything in this doré color because I thought that was really cool. I didn't even know they had them in India. It makes sense. And then she was like, it is available. That actual one is available, the little Constant Slim wallet. But, I already have 2 of those and I don't really use them that much. They're cute, and it was an exorbitant price. It was like double regular price because of the gold, and then like double because it was India. So I was like, nah, it's okay. But I asked, what other bags do you have? She said she had a Constance 18 gold, and that she could offer it to me if I bought some other things. So then we were on the hunt to buy some other things. I asked if I could see it first. She was like, basically, no, you can't. I need to get my manager's approval to even offer it to you. So first you have to buy other things. So it's like, fine. Okay, so then we went on the hunt. Tried to get shoes. This is upstairs. It's the upstairs section. There's shoes and home, right? Sorry, this is getting into a long video. I'm trying to talk slow and cover everything for you guys so we don't have to do like 6 different versions of this and not record too fast and try to go slower. Anyway, we asked for a couple of shoes. They didn't have any. The sizes were very limited. And I feel like in India, I might have big feet for Indians or India. They didn't have any of my sizes. It was mostly smaller sizes. I saw that gold croc one in the doorway again, which was kind of cool, but again, not my size and also exorbitantly expensive for what it is. This is a little baby home section. Nothing there really either. It's a small store. It's quite a small store. I don't know if probably a little bit bigger than the Delhi store, but still a small store. I do love this little display of orans on the little table there. And there's those gold ones again. So the shoes were a bust, basically. We went back downstairs and tried to ask for some belts. Again, we looked at the Twillies, didn't pick any costume jewelry. I also asked for a Kelly pocket strap, which you guys know I've been trying to get for a while. She only had the orange one that was on display, which I didn't want. And those were kind of all the things on my wish list. So we went down to look at the belts. But again, the belts, they had very few limited buckles. Like they didn't even have the full range of buckles, which I thought was really sad. Also, they don't have a website. You can't buy on Hermes.com online in India yet. So like the supply is very limited, okay? And then finally I was like, all right, let's look at some clothes. You guys know I have a lot of their clothes, bought in a bunch in the past. Started to buy secondhand now, as you guys have seen in my sustainable secondhand shopping for the real segment, but you can get them at the fraction of the cost. But I wanted to get something, so I tried. Let's look at the clothes. They didn't really have a lot of options, but they had this really cute dog sweater. So I said, let me just try it on. It's like this wool embroidered sweater of these dogs. It felt a little frumpy for me and a little tight because I'm a little in my fat phase right now. Asked for the next size up, which of course they didn't have. But I was like, should I just get this and one other thing so I could get the Constance? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And